Hello everyone. Now let's continue with the Indian Contract Act 1872 definition of the word proposal. Now the word proposal is defined under section 2 subsection A of the Indian Contract Act 1872. Let's quickly go through the definition. When one person signifies to another his willingness to do or to abstain from doing anything with a view to obtaining the assent of that other to such act or abstinence, he is said to make a proposal. Now the word proposal is synonymous with the word offer in English law. Both of these words, proposal and offer, are with respect to two acts, positive act and negative act. Positive act is to do and negative act is to abstain from doing. Now this offer to do or not to do anything must be made with the purpose of being agreed to by the other party. So mere statements like I am willing to die for my country would not be a valid proposal. However, an offer to sell a pen at a particular price would be a valid proposal. Now, in the case of Weeks versus Tybalt, a leading case law, a mere statement of intention was made in the course of conversation. A person said that he is willing to give £100 to anyone who marries his daughter. A person accepted. The court held that a mere statement of intention made in the course of conversation does not constitute a binding promise if there is no contemplation of creating legal relation. Similarly, in Balfour versus Balfour, the proposal made by husband to his wife to pay a certain sum as a household allowance when he is abroad, it was held that there were no legal consequences or contemplated and hence action would not lie. However, in another case, McGregor versus McGregor, when there was an agreement between the husband and wife to pay her certain amount as allowance, the court was held it that it was a valid contract. Now there are different types of proposal. So there is a counter offer. If A offers to sell a pen to B for 200 rupees, he has given a valid proposal, but B says that he would be ready to buy it for 150 rupees. So this means that the offer or the proposal has been rejected by B, and by offering 150 rupees, B has given a counter offer which A may or may not accept it. Similarly, there is invitation to offer. We often see there are shops or malls displaying 50% off, 50% sale. So in this case, it is not an offer to sell at 50%, but it is an invitation to an offer. So when a person goes to the shop to buy it at 50% sale, the shopkeeper may or may not allow it. He may refuse it. So a shirt display with the price tag is not an offer but an invitation to offer. Similarly, there are government tenders. So government tenders and the advertisements given for government tenders, those are not offers but they are invitation to offer. So the tenderer or the person who is submitting the documents for that particular tender is giving an offer which may or may not be accepted by the tendering issuing authority. After that, we come to another type of invitation to offer is the auction sales. Now, in case of auction sale, it is an invitation to offer. So the person who is making the bid is giving the offer, he is offering the price at which he is willing to buy, which may or may not be accepted by the auctioneer, in this case by falling of the hammer. Now, the last type of proposal which we are going to discuss is the insurance proposal. Now, the person who is filling the insurance form is one who is making a proposal which may or may not be accepted by the insurance company. So, even if a person fills out the form and he does not make the first premium payment, the insurance company cannot sue him because it is not a valid contract. So we end here with our definition of proposal. We'll go ahead with the other topics in the subsequent videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.